How about the next one? If you are dating someone who isn't a Christian, and doesn't have the best reputation, but is willing to go to church with you, is it okay? Oh my gosh. No, this is horrible. This is horrible. If you love Jesus and they don't even understand you. If you submit to the Bible and they don't submit to the Bible, you can't even resolve your conflict, let alone organize your life. Do not be unequally yoked, Paul tells the Corinthians. The purpose of dating is marriage. That's it. Your goal is not to have good dates. Your goal is to get married. I've got a whole sermon in the Religion Saved series on dating and courtship. It's free at marshallchurch.org. The point of dating or courting is to get married. You shouldn't even, when it says do not arouse or awaken love until it's time, I'll tell you what, if they're not a Christian, it's not the time to arouse or awaken love. And see, I always am fearful of sharing my testimony because Grace was a Christian, not walking faithfully with God, and I was not a Christian when we started dating. And some say, well, it worked out good for you. I know a guy last night who got drunk and drove home and didn't kill anybody, but I wouldn't recommend it. In God's grace, he beat the odds. Additionally, Grace and I were separated by 300 miles. I got saved on my own, picked a church on my own, was reading my Bible every day on my own, and signed up for 6 Bible studies on my own. And then she transferred out to be with me. And by that point, I was absolutely plugged into an awesome Bible teaching church. I was in accountability. I'd pursued older men for counseling, the whole deal. So she knew I wasn't just playing along so that I could be with her. If you really love this person, you want them to devote all their time and energy to their most important relationship. Who's that with? Jesus. Not you. You're getting in the way of Jesus. If you want them to meet Jesus, get out of the way. If it's a guy you're dating, ladies, let the guys who are Christian friends at church, let them pick him up for church. Let them hang out with him. Let them take him to the Bible study. Let them evangelize him. Not you. I mean, just look at these words. Non-Christian with a bad reputation. Is this a good boyfriend? What? No. Ladies, no. I deal with this all the time. I've got thousands of single young people in my church. And I would just tell this lady, it really breaks my heart that you love this boy more than Jesus. Because you're doing something Jesus doesn't want you to do. And it was either Jesus or the boy, and you picked the boy. That boy won't save you. He didn't die for your sins. He doesn't have pure motives and intentions. Jesus does. Right now, you're not ready to be in a relationship either because you obviously aren't as close to Jesus as you should be if someone who doesn't love him is romantically attractive. You got to break up. Some of you came here as a dating couple or you came here single hoping to find a way to make it work. Break up. Break up. If you're walking with Jesus, they're walking with Jesus faithfully for a period of time, maybe then you come together. Until then, you've got more important things to do. That's meet Jesus for him and grow in Jesus for her. And I tell you the same thing, ladies, I tell my daughter. Ashley is 11. She is my sweetie pie. I adore her. I snuggle with her. We go on daddy dates. She writes love letters, puts them in my Bible when I get up to preach so I get all choked up. I snuggle with her. I love her. She came to me and said, Daddy, I met a boy. He's not a Christian. He's got a bad reputation. Can I be his girlfriend? No, you're Ashley. You're a joy, you're a jewel, you're a treasure. You're God's daughter, you're my daughter. I want the best for you. This is not the best. I would give you the same counsel I'd give my daughter. No. There are other women in this room that hooked up with this guy. They got pregnant, they had kids, they got married, and life has been very hard and painful. And by God's grace, they're hanging in there and trying to figure it out. But you could save yourself a lot of grief by just obeying Jesus right up front.